Hello, good people. This is Darrell, Personal Credit Solutions. Welcome to another video. Personal Credit Solutions is here to provide credit education for beginners and for advanced credit consumers. And the purpose of our YouTube videos are to provide credit education to our clients, as well as help you guys better understand the credit repair process. So today I'm going to talk about something that we do a lot of work on. Do a lot of work helping people get prepared for buying a home. Found a good article. Just going to go through that article. It's written by Michelle Lerner here with Experian. And you can see that down at the bottom. So we're giving her credit. But these are good tips. I looked at them and reviewed these. And these are things I like to tell you guys on a regular basis. So there are 6 of them. We're going to look at each one. So let's get started. All right. The first one is understanding your credit. All right. Oh, I said this was Experian, but it's an article by Bankrate. Check Bankrate, you guys. Bankrate offers a mortgage calculator that is very easy to understand and use, so you can navigate what your payments are and things like that. I actually use it a lot when clients contact me regarding pre-qualifying for a home and seeing what amount they qualify for based on their down payment and so on. We'll probably go ahead and do a video on that before we get out of here. So they give a lot of information to get you to that point, so we'll take a look at it as well. So the first one, and they're not numbered here, but the first one is to understand your credit. Understanding your credit. Whether you plan to buy a home in 6 months or 2 years, you've probably been told to request your credit report to check for errors and to see what your scores are and see what a lender can learn about you from your report. You know, you need to know what your lenders are going to find out. This is really a good idea. I mean, you don't even want to consider starting this process without knowing for yourself what is going on with your credit. Many people do it backwards. Instead of checking your credit, getting pre-qualified for a loan, and then buying your home, a lot of people go out looking for the home, then they check with the lender, and that's when they find out they have credit issues. So you want to start here. You may wonder exactly how you should read your credit report before buying a home, right? So definitely want to take time to do that. This company, of course, they do a lot of comparison on interest rates and things like that. You can see some of that here. So we're going to skip on down to the rest of the article. We usually tell people to request one of their 3 free credit reports from either Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion every 4 months. You can get that from Annual Credit Report, usually once a year. Right now they're letting you get it once a week. It's a very difficult site to actually get your reports. Check our video. We have a video where we went in there and actually tried to get reports for an individual. We were only able to get one, but we still walked you through the process. All right, so all 3 credit bureaus have different reporting patterns, and that's why you have 3 different scores. But one of the things you want to do is make sure you are reading and getting a hold of your credit report. Now, I guess we're starting the 6 tips here, so that was just the introduction. Here are the 6 tips for understanding your credit report and how to correct errors when you're preparing to buy a home. First, read your credit report like a lender. And I tell you guys, it is not a hard thing for you to think about what a lender would think about. Think about what you would think about if you're going to loan money to a friend or family member. Are they working? Are they responsible? Do they have a history of paying their bills? This is exactly what the lenders are looking for. When lenders read your credit report, they'll be looking for issues such as a problem making your mortgage payments on time or your rent, a high level of debt, and the maturity of your credit. So these things are very important. You want to make sure you know before they know. If you have a 4 or 5 year history with a major credit card, that's better than 6 months with a local store credit card. So having a long history is a good idea. All right, a pattern of late payments, especially recently, is one of the worst things to have on your credit. All right, you really want to make sure that you are taking care of your payment history. It is the #1 thing to affect your credit in a negative way. Recent late payments are even worse than old judgments or liens that show up as satisfied on your credit report. The other thing that will stop a loan in its tracks is a tax lien or a judgment or a public record, because these things have to be paid before you get property. Okay? They have a lot of advertisements here, so we'll skip past those. All right, the last thing on the first step or the first tip in buying a house is keeping in mind what lenders are looking for. You should work your way through your credit report to check for accuracy and negative information. According to the Federal Trade Commission report in 2013, 1 in 4 consumers identified errors on their credit report that might affect their credit scores. So definitely know your credit, look at your credit as often as you can. Many of you have services like Credit Karma. FreeCreditReport.com is a great free service for Experian, plus you also get the FICO score there. So keep that in mind, and we'll get on to the next one.